Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a replacement for today's class, which is on 21st. I think today you guys have a quiz, so that's why our class will be recorded for this session. In this session, I'm going to show you how to use bone structure for animation. In Adobe Animate, we usually use a character. We usually draw a character and then animate that character to make it easier. Instead of drawing frame by frame, we can use bone structure to imitate the human function with a character. Okay, so let's just start. We go ahead and go to file, new, and we just create a artboard like usual. Okay, for this one, first we have to draw a character. I'm going to use normal shapes and rectangular and oval for my character. You can obviously draw on your own. You can take more time and actually design a better character, but for this tutorial I'm going to use very basic figure. Okay, I'll fast forward this part because it's gonna take some time to draw. So yeah, let's just start. Okay, one more thing. For this drawing, you should select the object drawing mode. When you select a rectangular or oval, under the properties tools you will see there's an option called object drawing mode, because we want all of this to be an individual object. I'll show that later on. For now, just when you're drawing, just select object drawing mode. Okay, so this is a basic figure for our tutorial today. So this is just a stick figure, and I chose the object drawing when I was drawing this character. And the next step will be, as you can see in this character, all the body parts are separated. Like this one is head, this one is neck, this is body, this is shoulder, arms, upper arm, lower arm. This one is upper leg, this one lower leg, and this is the feet. I have drawn each of the parts separately because when I want to use a bone structure, obviously I have to separate the bones and joints. The next step will be to name all these objects. We already draw this as objects, right? So we right click, convert to symbol, and name accordingly. So for this one it's head, so we name it head, and the type we are going to use graphic. Hit OK. In our library tab here we can see the head object is created. The next one we hit F8, and then we write neck, we hit OK. In our library we can see the next object is there, it's called neck, head, neck. So we just do this for all of them. Okay, okay, for this character I have tried to name them accordingly, but I have used short forms. So here the H1 is hand 1, H2 is hand 2, head, L is leg, L2 is leg 2, this one is like lower leg 2, neck, shoulder 1, shoulder 2, upper hand, upper leg. Okay, I have named all the joints in this character, all of them separately, and I have converted each of these shapes into a symbol. We So the first thing we did is we draw a character using object drawing mode from properties. Okay, select this one, the object drawing, and then the next step is to convert each and every shapes into a symbol. You can do it either by right clicking and convert to symbol, but as you can see here it says F8, so you can press F8 as well. What I have done is I have pressed F8 for each of them and converted them into a symbol. Our first job is done, which is designing a character. The next step of this tutorial will be to actually draw a bone structure for this one. To do that we have to use the bone tool, okay, which you can press M for the bone tool, or you can select from here. If you don't have the bone tool in your tools tab, you can here click on edit toolbar, and the thing will be here. Okay, the bone tool will be here. So let's just remove this tool. Okay, so if your tools look like this, then you have to go here, and then you can drag and drop all the tools, the bone tool, and this one is the bind tool. Okay, let's select the bone tool, select all. Okay, so before the bone tool, okay, I just want to show you something in the head. So this is our anchor point right now. If I move this, you can see this one moves based on the anchor point, which is in the center. Let's go for the body. We try to move this. As you can see, it's following the anchor point in the center, right? But when we want to animate a body, the anchor points has to be on the joints, right? Let's change the anchor points. From here, you select the free transform tool, select the head, put the anchor point to the joint. So the head joint is with the neck, right? For the neck, we put it on the body. Okay, I have to zoom in. Put it on the body. For the body, we put it around here. For the shoulder, we put it on the joint. For the hand, also joint. This is the lower hand. This one also somewhere here. What we're doing right now is changing the anchor point. Yes? Put it here. Put this one. Put it here. Put it here. Put it here. Okay, so now all of our anchor points are set to a joint. Okay, our next step will be to add the bone. Okay, let's just select the bone tool from here, select all. I hit Ctrl A. You can hit Ctrl A or you can select all. Okay, let's start drawing the bone from the back. Let's start from here, put it to the anchor point, then put it all the way to the neck here. Okay, from the neck we put it to the head, from the body we put it to the shoulders. Okay, okay, from the shoulders we put it to our hand like that, put it to the hand parts. Okay, and from the back we put it to the legs. Okay, so you can see we have a skeleton right now where all the body parts or the bones are connected. Yeah, as you can see, it's like a skeleton yeah, it can be called a skeleton. But we are going to use where bone for this one. Let's just select this layer. Okay, you select this layer, and in the frame, under frame properties frame, you'll see options. Here the style says solid. We're gonna use where. Okay, so we select the layer, we go to properties frame. Usually when you select the layer, it's gonna go to automatically go to properties and frame. We're gonna use the style to where. Okay, now let's see what we did. Okay, let's try to move this. Oh my god, so you can see it's like all of these are moving. Yeah, we try to move this one, try to move the head. So yeah, it's working as a bone but not correctly. We have to further modify it. What was wrong there is because we have joints, we have to select this joint rotation, we have to select this bone. Okay, this bone is from body to shoulder. Under properties you'll see an option called joint rotation. We turn it off. Okay, similarly it will automatically turn off for the left side as well. If you do it for the right side, it usually does it for the left side as well. Let's do it for the leg as well. We turn off the joint rotation, turn it off. Okay, so now let's try the hand movement. Okay, as you can see it's stuck to the joint. Okay, but right now we can move it like 360, right? We don't want that, we want it obviously natural. So first of all we just select the body. Okay, we right click and we go arrange, I think. Yeah, arrange, send backwards. So that way when I put the, okay, it's not backwards here, arrange, send to back. So that way when I put the hand, so it's over the body. Yeah, So I just put the main body and right click, send to back. Okay, so let's go back to what we're working on. Okay, this one, just set to range, set to back. Okay, we want to limit the function of the hand. So how to do that? We select this bone. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it like around here. Okay, so I put the joint restriction from, okay, so this, we just select this bone, we select constraint, we put it from, let's say, okay, no, not 333, we put it like this, 115. So let's try this one now. So it goes up until here, and for the top it goes until here. Okay, okay, so 114 and 45. Okay, now that we have our bone structure for this character, what else we can do is, right now all the bone movements or the joint movements are similar, but we want to change that a bit. So let's just select this bone, okay, here from the shoulder to upper arm. We change the speed here under object, we change it to 50. Okay, then the next bone we change it to 70, and the okay, so just see the change. Okay, so the one on the lower part, the lower arm, okay, moves a lot more faster than the shoulder joints. Okay, this one is just to make it more realistic. Okay, so you can change the timing on all these bones. Okay, even this the leg ones for this character, you can change the speed, you can change it, yeah, to look more natural. Okay, okay, now let's try to animate this character. Okay, we have our bone structure. Let's go to keyframe 10, insert, pose. Okay, here I just put it like this, something here, or something like this. Okay, so that's 10, then 20, I insert a pose on 20, I say like this, something. Let's go to 30, insert pose, I do it like this. Go to 40, insert pose, like this. Let's go to 50, insert pose, like this. 60, insert pose, finish the animation. Okay, let's test this one out. Let's go control test. So as you can see, yeah, it looks kind of bad, I guess, because the character drawing is not that good and the joints are not that smooth. This is how you can use bone structure for a character. You can change the head as well. Let's just change the head a bit, put it like this. Okay, let's test this time. Okay, so as you can see, the head and the necks are moving a little bit this time. You can change any structure or any bones in this animation. So this is how you just rig a character. So this is called, I think it's a using of it, there are different terms like skeleton, using bone structure, character rigging. It's up to you. Yeah, you can choose any kind of character. It depends on how you draw the character. Okay, the way you draw, the more natural it will look. For me, surely I just use shapes, so yeah, it looks quite bad. Okay everyone, so that will be all for this tutorial lesson. So what we did today was first draw a character using shapes, and when drawing, we under properties we used the object drawing tool. Okay, so we draw a character using different kinds of object like rectangle or circle. Okay, the next thing is we converted each of the objects into a symbol, because we want to have separate ones, and then we name it according to the parts like back, body. Then this is like a shortcut name. This one is hand 1, hand 2. It's up to you how you want to name it, but when you have a lot of parts for a character, it's better to name it accordingly. Okay, so we name the characters, then we use the bone tool. We create a skeleton inside our character, and then we constrain the joints, some of the joints, so that we constrain the joint rotation of some of the major bones, so that it imitates human movement more. And then we change the speed of some of the bone motions so that it looks more natural. We limited some of the bones rotation so that it doesn't rotate 360 degree. Obviously we cannot rotate like head 360. Okay, one more thing, the anchor points. So after we draw the shapes, we change the anchor points to the joints. Okay, let's, for example, so the head, the anchor point is on the neck. The body, the anchor point is on the belly. On the hand, the anchor points are on the joints. Okay, then we created the movements, and lastly what we did is every 10 frame we inserted a pose. Okay, every 10 frames we inserted a pose, and we changed the way our character was standing before, so it's just moving a bit here and there. Okay, and we use this one is onion screen. I don't remember if I showed onion screen on the previous videos or class. I don't clearly remember. So what onion skin basically is, it just shows up what the previous frame of this animation will look like. Okay, so as you can see, the green one, this one is the current one. Okay, the greenish ones are the frames next of this, like frame 11, frame 12 are the green ones, and the blue ones are the frames before. So it helps with how you want to change the frames, so it helps you positioning the character. Okay, so usually when in animation there will be a lot of characters, right? So onion skin can help what the previous character was, and when you move it will help you to move it accordingly. And yeah, onion skin we will see it more on when we learn how to do walking cycle, full cycle animation of walking animation. The onion skin will be needed there. So for this part the onion skin is not that necessary, it's just basic. You can even turn it off. So we inserted pose every 10 frame to create animation, and then we go to control test. As you can see, this one is just a stick figure waving high for our this tutorial. So that will be all. Thank you very much. If you have any question regarding this tutorial or the tutorials before this, please WhatsApp me or message me in Teams. It's I am usually available. I'll try my best to help you out. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.